So, what is die schwarze Sonne? What is the Sol Niger? First things first, it's a hypothetical point that was invented by a Belgian Danish astrologist, and it would be placed between the Sun and Saturn at certain circumstances. Now, the idea that the Sol Niger is a dominating force, for example, as in totalitarian movements, that it is the mystical sun of Azot. So let's say that it is the invisible sun of the black gold of the mystics, is one point. Now the iron sun or the golden sun is representing honesty, liberty, justice and truth. We know that Romans signed contracts with the oath towards the sun, Ra. So Helios as the visible manifestation, Hyperion, Ion, Zervan Akarana, and so on, up to the monad, and the hypersolar realities of Yarrow of the Egyptians. And as we can see, the sun is yellow or gold as we look from the perspective of Earth, through Earth's atmosphere. But it is a red giant. It is red. Therefore, any spirit born through the corridor of fire in the naming of Chaldeans would be red. That is, for example, a red dragon. So, back to the schwarze Sonne. In some traditions, it is also treated as the inversion of the sun, or the, let's say, abysmal manifestation of the sun, and interlinked through tunnels of Seth. Some Kabbalists call it and Clifford call it the seven kings of Edom, the seven fallen kings. These are the manifestations of the hells of planets within the solar system. So if you look closely at the William Blake's painting of the red dragon, you have Typhon, Apophis, that is wielding a sword and a crown, offering it to the red dragon that descended from the sun as the red solar sun, and is wielding all the crowns of the planets. So Apophis offered the gift to the Son of Heavens. No, not that crucified Jew, the red dragon. Now, dragons were revered in China in a very, very ancient time. Now, what I would like to return here is that I've conjured ephemerides for 2019-2029 for Iron Sun and Schwarze Sonne, Sol Niger, based on astronomical data from the CETI project. So this is the Sun-Saturn separation angle, and depending on the angular properties from the perspectives of planets, Earth, the Sun, and so on, it changes a bit. So from the perspective of Earth, we have the ionic Sun percentage and Sol Niger domination percentage, and the constellation in which the Sun is placed from the perspective of Earth. So if we want to see, for example, where exactly is the Schwarze Sonne or the Ionic Sun positioned, we can look to 2023 September 16th, the date of this recording, and we can see that the domination of the Ionic Sun, of the Golden Sun, is 88.58%. Now Schwarze Sonne 11.42 in the Leo constellation. Now, when does the Schwarze Sonne have its, let's say, equinox? It would be as it grows and grows and grows. You have exactly 99.10% here on February 29, 2024 in the constellation of Aquarius. Why is it important? Because these dates move. In 2027, or let's move to 2028. When is the
'Schwarze Sonne' at its strongest? Well,
It is strongest 98.74. Here, it is the strongest in April on the 20th and 21st in Aries. So as you see, from year to year, it is moving. And what is important from the astrological perspective is that this signifies what is the best time to implement certain policies, to start a war, and so on, so on, so on. Let us remember that it's one-aspected, and I prefer not to be a dilettante. The demonism of one-aspected approach is simply dilettantism. However, I like to share snippets of data that I amassed throughout the years from time to time. Thank you.